Hi Anand, I thought we'll talk about something different today. One of the things that's always been making the news is Elon Musk. And there's something that he did way back, which something which they attributed to him, which is even older than him, but it's been attributed to him thanks to the internet and social media, is known as first principle thinking. When he ran into the problem of SpaceX, when he wanted to launch a project to go to Mars, he went around shopping for rockets. When he found out each rocket is going to cost him $65 million, he realized he can't afford to buy $65 million rockets. So then he decided, okay, what are the components that make up a rocket? He realized the basic components of a rocket only cost around 2 to 3%. So he decided to make his own rocket building company. That's how SpaceX came about. So this first principle way of thinking was, he said that was what he applied. It actually goes way back to Aristotle, where it's a scientific way of thinking, where you take a complex problem and break it down into bits. I thought it would be interesting to see how we can apply this kind of scientific thinking into investing. So we have this world which is very complicated now. We do not know as an investor where to take our money, where to invest, how to invest. It seems all a bit too complicated for a layman. So using this kind of first principle thing, what do you think? How do you think we should simplify first our outlook?
So this is not the first guy to talk about.
Correct.
The most famous living example of this first order thinking is Charlie Munger.
Absolutely right.
So Charlie Munger is
Unfortunately, Charlie Munger, when he spoke about it, social media was not, and he's not
didn't call it first order,
correct. First principle.
first principle. But Charlie Munger is the first guy long before all these guys came.
Yes.
Was the guy who mastered this.
Correct.
And he is called it mental models.
Correct.
So the first and most important thing which he said is invert. You have a problem, you look at the solution.
Correct.
Now you look at the solution and start working back the problem.
Correct.
So what Mr. Musk did is I have to go to Mars.
Correct.
So let me back from there. Rockets are too expensive. Therefore, I will make rockets myself.
He's the analyst for the saying, what is a rocket made of? Rocket is made of basically aluminum with
Yes.
A, B, C, D components. Then what is the cost of these components? Then he realized it's cost only so much. It's cheaper for me to build my own rocket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he called this. He learned in Second World War, I think, when he was asked to forecast how safe planes should be
Correct.
and how they will come back safe. So he said, I looked at where they should not be. Where are they getting hit the most? If they are not there, then the chances of getting hit are very less.
Correct.
So this he inverted a problem. So if you invert a problem and instead of looking at a question and an answer, you start from the answer and come back towards the question, it is very easy.
Correct. So this is
You can't do it in a question paper, but you can definitely do it in life. What you want is the answer.
So taking what you said into account, before I start investing, I should first ask us what does I want? Where do I want to be 10 years from now, 20
That
years
is the
from
first question.
Yes.
And that you are not realistic.
Correct.
If you are not realistic, then you are fooling yourself. These are my skill sets. My skill sets will pay only so much money. And this is the money I can invest.
And most importantly, timeline.
Timeline. So the basic three of investments are clear. How much money can I invest? How much timeline do I have? What is the rate at which I can invest? Most people assume a fancy rate of investment. You may get one or two lucky breaks. But normally, it should be the nominal GDP of the country. The country grows by nominal GDP. Therefore, the earnings have to grow by nominal GDP. And therefore, the stock will grow at nominal GDP. But the PE ratio will keep changing depending on whether there is a fancy for it or there is no fancy for it. When there is a fancy like what Nika is there today, yes, the company which is making around 8 crores a quarter, that's 24 crores, is trading at 1,300 rupees. People think that every woman is going to buy used lipstick and every lipstick is going to be bought from Nika.
True.
Even then you can't value it at this level. So that is an error.
True.
So that's an abnormal thing. So you eliminate abnormal things. So what is the return? I can assume in India I'll get between 9 and 12%. So this is my goal. I'm going to get 9 to 12%
per year.
Per year. For that, how much should I invest? That will tell you whether you can
So
invest
you
or
should basically first calculate what is your monthly expense. How much to live a
You have to-
comfortable life.
you set goals.
Correct.
So my goal
that's
is
what I'm
10.
asking. I'm trying to ask.
No, no,
That's
no.
very complicated for me. I'm trying to break
No,
it
no,
down.
no. I
How
make
I
it
should
very
look at it.
simple.
Hmm.
Fix what you want.
Okay.
You
So
are
what is
young.
this? When you say fix what you want?
What is
So-
your money you require?
Okay.
10
So
years
when I
from
retire, or
10
when
years from
10
now.
years from now, when you say money require monthly or yearly, what should?
No, no. Whatever is your goal. I want to buy a house. I
Okay.
want to buy a car.
Okay. So let's say my goal is that every month I should go such that where I get every month I get around 2 lakhs.
2
20
lakhs.
years time I have.
So then you need 24 lakhs.
Correct. A year.
24 lakhs a year.
Hmm.
So assume the interest rates have long term declined.
Correct.
So assume you will get 5.5-6% interest. For 24 lakhs is 6%. What is 100%? So you should have something like 5 crores
Correct.
to make 24 lakhs.
So 20 years from now I should have 5
5
crores.
crores.
Okay. Now then I need
And
to.
you have margin of safety.
Okay.
If you get 9%, you are lucky.
Absolutely. Right.
But 5% is what you have got
Hmm.
in recent times. So anyway, safety you have to assume 5 crores. So you know you have 5 crores.
So now then I break to see in next 20 years how I can get to 5 crores.
Yes. To get back to 20, if I'm growing at 9%,
Hmm.
if my money grows at 9%, how much money do I need to invest?
So then I'll know if my goal is realistic at all to start with. Just because I might have a fancy of having 2 lakhs a year.
Then you have to work very hard, change your skill sets, make your
Reassess everything in my life.
reassess everything in your life.
Correct. So how do you, when you have all this like this, and it's all basically boils down to pure maths and investing and then holding on to it, how do you prevent yourself from being distracted with all this noise? Because constantly every day you hear this Bitcoin, you hear this, you hear the weather keeps changing, the season keeps changing.
There's
But
no need to
Munger
be-
says you invest and you forget about it. You put it
It's
aside.
okay, why do you want to watch the news? America, Buffett, his partner says, buy a slice of America and forget about it. Have you ever seen me check the market? Have you ever seen me seeing the screen?
So you're saying it's basically we need to work more on our human psychology than worry about
Yeah.
economic conditions of the world in long term.
If you have bought it right,
Hmm.
price is what you pay, value is what you get.
Correct.
If you have got the right value and you allow it to spend,
Hmm.
over a period of time, the Indian economy will take care of itself.
Okay. So these are things we should be focusing on, I guess.
No. So you have to fix the value,
Hmm.
assume 8 to 12%
return.
compounding, and how much initial capital you need. And if you don't have initial capital, how much should I do monthly return to get there?
Correct. Okay.
So the longer the length of the runway,
Correct.
the lower can be the return and lower the money you invest.
That's why you've constantly been advising the youngest of the youngest to start early as you can.
That's all it is.
Yeah. As simple as that.
Yes, plus that.
Most things in life are simple.
But I didn't think I was ready to quit.
Hmm.
But you pointed out a year ago that I was ready to, more than enough to quit.
Correct.
That is, I am not going to spend all the money I have.
Correct.
And I am not going to spend what money I am getting today, and there will be leftover to invest.
Correct.
So we are in a perpetual comp, but it has taken me 55 to get here.
Yes. And thanks of it is some of it is due to our policies of our so-called
Yeah, no.
situations the world is in, I guess.
No.
Made the rich richer and the poor poorer.
That's my case is the money I made between 2004 and 14 gave me the launching pad. And now the rich has become richer, is becoming richer, and the poor poorer.
Because of the situation the world is in.
The world is in. And to say that somebody making 25,000 rupees a month is the top 10% of India is very shameful. I don't know where I am today.
Well, these are the times we're living in. Anyway, I think you've given us some clarity on how as a person, in your own personal finances, you can navigate these kind of times. And to keep in mind where you want to go, I guess. Then to worry about what is happening around you. Focus more on where you want to go and how you want to get there. Than to worry about the noise which is there in the world right now.
Yes, definitely. If you like this video, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for supporting Be Rich. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.